good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. Thank you for being here today. I believe God has you here for a reason. You didn't just stumble onto this message by accident. I believe this is a divine setup because what's about to be said is going to speak directly to your heart. There are moments in life when people misunderstand you, mistreat you, or simply don't like you. You try to explain, you try to prove your worth, but no matter what you do, it's never enough. That's when you've got to learn to smile, lift your head high, and say, you can skip me if you hate me. Because your destiny doesn't need everyone to agree with it. Your purpose doesn't need approval from people who don't see your value. The truth is, some people were never assigned to walk with you. They were only assigned to notice you from afar, and that's okay. When people decide they don't like you, it's not your job to convince them otherwise. You are not here to beg for acceptance or chase for validation. You are here to fulfill your purpose, to walk in peace, and to protect your joy. Sometimes God removes people who secretly resent you, not to hurt you, but to make room for those who will genuinely support you. Don't let bitterness grow when rejection shows up. Rejection is just redirection in disguise. So, if someone skips you because they don't like your confidence, your progress, or your peace, let them skip. Let them scroll past you. Let them underestimate you. Because the same people who skipped you will one day say, I always knew you'd make it. You keep shining. You keep showing up. Because when God's favor is on your life, no one's hatred can cancel His plan. You were never created to be approved by everyone. You were created to be chosen by God. There's a big difference. People's approval can come and go, but your value is eternal. When you understand that your worth doesn't depend on who claps for you, you stop performing for attention and start walking in purpose. There are going to be people who misunderstand your heart. They'll misjudge your intentions, talk about you behind your back, and question why you do what you do. That's not because you're doing something wrong. It's often because you're doing something right. When your light shines too bright, it exposes the insecurities of others. And instead of celebrating you, they criticize you. But remember, their disapproval doesn't reduce your worth. Their silence doesn't mean you've lost your shine. You don't need everyone to like you for God to bless you. Sometimes the very people who refuse to see your potential are the ones who push you into greater purpose. Think about David. When he was anointed to be king, not everyone celebrated. His own brothers doubted him. But God didn't ask for their opinion before He poured the oil. And He's not asking for anyone's permission before He blesses you. When you live trying to make everyone like you, you'll always end up losing yourself. Because no matter how kind, talented, or sincere you are, there will always be someone who just doesn't see it. You can do everything right, and they'll still find something wrong. But your peace begins the moment you stop trying to prove your value to people who are committed to misunderstanding it. You have to make up your mind that you're not living for applause. You're living for alignment. You're not chasing people, you're following purpose. You're not begging for validation, you're walking in revelation. And the revelation is this: you are enough. You were enough before they liked you. And you'll still be enough if they never do. Don't let rejection convince you that you're not valuable. Sometimes people reject what they don't understand. Sometimes they hate what they can't control. You might be too different, too bold, too free for their comfort zone. And that's okay. You were never meant to fit into places you were born to outgrow. Value isn't proven by who chooses you, it's revealed by who you become when no one chooses you. When people ignore your worth, God still sees you. When doors close in your face, He opens new ones. When others walk away, He sends new strength. And when the world skips you, heaven still has you on its list. There's a freedom that comes when you realize you don't have to earn love or chase acceptance. The same God who formed you already approved you. His favor is not up for debate. You don't need likes, comments, or applause to feel complete. You are already accepted, already qualified, already enough. So, if they skip you, let them. If they hate you, bless them. If they ignore you, keep shining anyway. Because when your value comes from above, the noise below can't touch it. The people who walked away didn't diminish you. They defined your next chapter. You don't need everyone to understand you. You just need to stay faithful to the one who made you. Keep your head high, your heart pure, and your focus forward. Don't waste another day trying to convince people of your worth. The right ones will see it. The wrong ones never will. And that's not your problem. You are valuable, chosen, and deeply loved. Nothing anyone says or thinks can change that truth. We often see rejection as something painful, something unfair, something that breaks us. But what if it's really God's way of protecting us? What if every door that shut, every person that walked away, and every opportunity that slipped through your fingers was actually divine protection in disguise? Sometimes, what feels like rejection is heaven's redirection. You may have thought that person was meant to stay in your life forever, but God saw something you couldn't see. He heard conversations you never heard. He knew intentions you never knew. And while you were asking, why did they leave? God was whispering, because I love you too much to let them stay. That's not rejection, that's protection. It's easy to feel discouraged when people turn their backs on you, especially when you've given your best. But what you don't always realize is that not everyone can handle where you're going. Some people are part of your story, but not your destiny. They helped you get to a certain level, but they can't go with you to the next one. When God promotes you, He also prunes your circle. He removes people who would have contaminated your peace, slowed your progress, or distracted your purpose. Think about it. Joseph was rejected by his own brothers. They sold him into slavery. They thought they were getting rid of him, but they were really positioning him. What they meant for harm, God turned into destiny. Every painful moment, every false accusation, every betrayal was leading Joseph closer to his calling. If his brothers had accepted him, he would have never reached the palace. Sometimes rejection is the transportation to your promotion. When someone walks out of your life, don't chase after them. Don't beg for their attention or try to make them see your worth. If God allowed them to leave, He already has someone better, wiser, and more aligned waiting for you. Your value is not tied to who stays. It's revealed by how you rise when others leave. There are seasons when God allows you to be isolated, not to punish you, but to prepare you. You may feel lonely, but you're not alone. The people who left were never meant to carry the next version of you. Sometimes God removes people to keep your heart soft, your focus clear, and your purpose intact. Rejection doesn't mean you're not good enough. It often means you're too anointed for where you were. You've outgrown that environment. You've evolved past that level. And instead of asking, why me? Start saying, thank you, God, for protecting me. Thank Him for the job that didn't work out. Thank Him for the relationship that ended. Thank Him for the friendships that faded. Because if it was good for you, He would have let it stay. We can't always see what God sees, but we can trust His plan. The people who walked away were necessary for your growth, even if their absence hurts. Sometimes He closes doors because He knows what's on the other side would have destroyed your peace, your purpose, or your potential. So, when a door closes, don't bang on it, bless it. When people say no, remember that God's yes is still in motion. The next time you face rejection, lift your head and remind yourself, this isn't the end. It's the beginning of something better. Rejection might sting for a moment, but what's waiting ahead will heal every wound. You might not understand it now, but one day you'll look back and say, if they hadn't rejected me, I wouldn't be here today. Rejection is not your downfall, it's your setup for redirection. Trust the process, trust the pruning, trust the protection. Because every closed door is a sign that God is saving you for something greater than what you were asking for. When people criticize you, spread rumors, or try to pull you down, the natural response is to defend yourself, to fight back, explain, or prove them wrong. But true strength isn't found in retaliation. It's found in restraint. Peace is power. When you choose not to respond to every insult, not to clap back at every critic, you are showing that your spirit is stronger than their words. You can't stop people from hating you, but you can stop them from stealing your peace. The moment you give someone the power to upset you, you've handed them control of your emotions. Don't give that power away so easily. Not everyone deserves a response. Not every comment requires your attention. Sometimes silence is your greatest defense, and peace is your loudest answer. When Jesus was falsely accused, mocked, and misunderstood, He didn't argue. He didn't waste energy trying to change minds that were already made up. He stayed focused on His mission. That's your model. When you're walking in purpose, you don't have time to entertain hate. You don't have to explain your heart to those who have already decided not to see it. People who live in hate are already carrying their own pain. Their bitterness is a reflection of their brokenness. Hurt people, but healed people protect their peace. Don't lower yourself to the level of those who throw stones. If you stay calm when others expect you to explode, you've already won. Every time you choose peace over reaction, you rise higher. Every time you walk away from drama, you step closer to destiny. The enemy loves distraction, and he'll use offense to slow you down. But when you stay calm, when you refuse to let gossip, jealousy, or criticism shake your joy, you take away his power. There's something beautiful about quiet confidence. You don't need to shout your worth, prove your heart, or fight for your name. God is your defender. He will vindicate you in His timing. The people who lied about you will one day watch you be blessed publicly. And when that moment comes, you won't even feel the need to say, "I told you so." You'll just smile because peace kept you standing while hate tried to break you. Keeping your peace doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're wise. It means you've learned that your peace is more valuable than proving your point. Some battles are not yours to fight. They belong to God. Let Him handle what you can't. He sees the unfairness, the disrespect, the words said behind your back. Don't worry. He knows how to turn it around in your favor. When others show hate, respond with grace. When they go low, you go higher. When they curse, you bless. When they gossip, you grow. Every act of peace plants a seed that God will multiply back into your life. You may not be able to control what others say or do, but you can always control how you respond. Protect your peace like it's your greatest treasure, because it is. Peace is the sign that you've matured past the need for approval. Peace is proof that you're living from a deeper place, a place of confidence, faith, and focus. So the next time someone tries to drag you into their chaos, smile and remember, you can skip me if you hate me, because your peace is not up for negotiation. You've worked too hard to let hate disturb what God has restored in you. Stay calm, stay kind, and stay covered in peace, because peace is the proof that you're walking in purpose. One of the greatest traps in life is letting people's attitudes distract you from your assignment. You start off running your race with excitement and passion, but then someone says something negative, someone misunderstands you, or someone questions your motive. And suddenly, you're no longer focused on your purpose. You're focused on their opinion. When God gives you an assignment, He doesn't send out a group text for approval. He doesn't check with your critics, your coworkers, or your family before blessing you. The vision He placed in your heart wasn't meant for everyone to understand. Some people won't see what you see because it wasn't revealed to them. It was revealed to you. You have to learn to stay steady when others get messy. Not everyone is going to support you. Not everyone is going to celebrate you. Some will try to distract you, discourage you, or even provoke you. But don't take the bait. Their attitude is their problem. Your focus is your responsibility. Every minute you spend explaining yourself to someone who's committed to misunderstanding you is a minute you could have spent growing, building, or healing. The enemy doesn't always come with destruction. Sometimes he comes with distraction. If he can't stop your purpose, he'll try to pull your attention away from it. That's why you must guard your focus like treasure. Think about Nehemiah. When he was building the wall, his enemies tried to pull him away from his assignment. They mocked him, threatened him, and sent messengers to distract him. But Nehemiah said, "I am doing a great work and cannot come down." That's the attitude you need to have. I'm doing a great work. I can't come down to gossip. I can't come down to argue. I can't come down to defend myself. My assignment is too important. People's attitudes are temporary, but your purpose is eternal. When someone acts small, don't shrink to their level. Rise above it. When someone tries to draw you into drama, don't engage, elevate. Every time you ignore negativity, you strengthen your spirit. Every time you choose purpose over pride, you take another step toward destiny. There will always be critics. There will always be doubters. There will always be someone who says, "You can't do it." But if God called you, then you can. You don't need their agreement. You need His anointing. You don't need their applause. You need His approval. When you keep your focus on what God told you to do, He'll take care of the attitudes, the rumors, and the resistance. You see, your assignment isn't to please people. It's to glorify God. It's to bring light where there's darkness, hope where there's despair, love where there's hate. And sometimes fulfilling that assignment will make others uncomfortable because it exposes their complacency. But don't let that discourage you. Let it drive you. Stay focused when they talk about you. Stay focused when they doubt you. Stay focused when they walk away. Because the moment you start living for their approval, you stop living in your purpose. And your purpose is too precious to waste on people's moods. When you focus on your assignment, you rise above offense. stop reacting to every tone, every post, every whisper. You realize that not every battle is yours to fight. Not every comment deserves your reply. And not every person deserves access to your peace. Keep your eyes forward. Keep your spirit strong. Keep your heart clean. You're not here to respond. You're here to rise. Their attitude can't block your assignment, but your distraction can. So, don't let anyone pull you off your path. Remember, those who criticize from the sidelines are usually the ones who never stepped onto the field. Your job is to keep building, keep believing, and keep moving. Focus on what God told you to do, and He'll handle everything else. You don't have to announce everything God is doing in your life. Just let your progress speak. You don't need to argue, prove, or convince anyone. The results will do the talking. Sometimes the best response to hate, jealousy, and doubt isn't explanation. It's elevation. When you keep moving forward in faith, your growth becomes your greatest testimony. There are moments when people will overlook you, underestimate you, or even laugh at your dreams. They may not take you seriously because they can't see what God is doing behind the scenes. But you don't need to shout about what's coming. You just need to stay consistent. God has a way of turning quiet faith into loud victories. When David was tending sheep in the fields, nobody thought much of him. He was the youngest, the least likely, the one left out of the lineup. But God was preparing him in private for what He would reveal in public. And when the time was right, the same people who overlooked him had to watch him be crowned king. That's how God works. He'll let your progress speak in places where your voice was ignored. You don't have to chase recognition. You don't have to post every move or defend every step. When God's hand is on your life, evidence will appear. The doors will open. The opportunities will align. The blessings will overflow. You won't have to say a word. People will see it. Sometimes silence is more powerful than speech. When they gossip, don't argue. When they gossip, don't reply. When they walk away, don't chase. Just keep building. Keep improving. Keep becoming who you were meant to be. Because one day, your success will answer every rumor. Your growth will silence every critic. Progress is proof that God's promise is still alive in you. It may not happen overnight, but every step counts. Every time you choose peace over reaction, discipline over distraction, purpose over pride, you're progressing. Even if no one claps for you right now, heaven does. Every small victory is preparing you for something greater. Don't let impatience make you lose focus. People may question you today, but they'll respect you tomorrow. God is your vindicator. He knows how to elevate you without you having to lift a finger. Just keep your heart pure and your hands busy. Keep planting seeds of faith, and in due season, you'll reap a harvest that no one can deny. Sometimes the people who once mocked you will be the ones asking for your advice. The same ones who said, "You'll never make it," will say, "How did you do it?" And when that moment comes, you won't even need to say a word. Your peace, your progress, your purpose, it will all speak louder than anything you could ever say. Progress doesn't require validation. It requires vision. You're not moving to impress people. You're moving to please God. The real goal isn't to prove them wrong. It's to prove God right. You're walking in alignment, not in ego. You're letting your growth give glory to the one who grew you. So keep showing up. Keep doing the work. Keep believing, even when no one's watching. Because soon enough, the fruit of your faith will speak so loudly that even your enemies will have to admit something greater was guiding you all along. when your progress speaks. Your silence becomes your strength. You won't need to say, "Look at me." People will say, "God is with them." And that's the most powerful testimony of all. There will always be people who dislike you for no reason. People who criticize, gossip, or roll their eyes at your success. But here's the truth. You cannot live a life of purpose and stay free from opposition. When you carry grace, you attract both favor and friction. The light in you will always bother those who choose to live in darkness. But don't let hate distract you from grace. Hate is noisy, but grace is quiet and steady. Hate tries to pull you into bitterness. Grace keeps you in peace. Hate wants to make you react. Grace teaches you to release. When you respond with grace instead of offense, you're not showing weakness, you're showing wisdom. You're saying, "I refuse to let someone else's poison ruin the purity of my spirit." There will be moments when people treat you unfairly, talk about you behind your back, or misjudge your intentions. You could spend your energy fighting back, defending yourself, setting the record straight. But that's exactly what hate wants. It wants to distract you. It wants to steal your time, your focus, your joy. But grace says, "I'll let God handle it." Grace gives you the power to rise above what others meant to bring you down. It's the strength to smile when you could complain, to bless when you could curse, to walk away when you could argue. Grace isn't weakness. It's divine strength wrapped in calm. It's peace under pressure. It's confidence that says, "God sees it all, and He's fighting for me." When you let grace guide you, you don't waste your energy trying to prove your worth to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You stop rehearsing offenses and start releasing them. You stop replaying what they did and start focusing on what God is doing. Because every second you spend dwelling on hate is a second stolen from your destiny. Think of Jesus. He had haters everywhere He went. They criticized Him, doubted His miracles, plotted against His life. But He never let their hate stop His healing. He never let their lies stop His love. He stayed on assignment. He stayed full of grace. And that's why He finished strong. You can too. Hate is a distraction. It's loud, draining, and temporary. But grace is eternal. It keeps your heart pure, your mind clear, and your spirit peaceful. When you choose grace over hate, you disarm the enemy. What was meant to destroy you becomes your testimony. The same people who tried to break you will end up watching you rise, wondering how you kept your peace while they lost theirs. You don't need to respond to every insult or fix every rumor. Some things are better handled in silence and surrendered in prayer. Let God be your defender. When you stay in grace, He handles the hate, and His way is always better than yours. He'll vindicate you in ways that silence every critic. So, when hate shows up, don't let it distract you. Keep your eyes on grace, because grace is your covering, your shield, your proof that God's favor is still working. Every time you respond with grace, you win. Every time you choose forgiveness over offense, you grow stronger. Every time you keep loving in the face of hate, you show the world what divine strength really looks like. You don't have to fight to be seen, prove to be right, or react to be respected. Just stay full of grace. Let your peace preach louder than your pain. Let your calm confuse the chaos. Let your kindness outshine the cruelty. Because hate fades, but grace remains. And when you live from grace, no weapon formed against you will ever prosper. So walk tall, stay calm, love deep, and keep your focus on grace. That's how you rise above hate, and that's how you stay unstoppable. At some point in life, you'll you'll realize that peace is more valuable than popularity. Purpose is more powerful than people's opinions. And grace is greater than any grudge. You'll meet those who misunderstand you, reject you, or even resent you. But that's not your burden to carry. You were never called to be everyone's favorite. You were called to be faithful. So, when they hate you, don't hate back. When they skip you, don't chase them. When they doubt you, don't try to prove them wrong. Just keep walking in love. Keep walking in strength. Keep walking in purpose. Because God will always use what others overlook to bring out what He placed inside you. Let them skip you if they want to. It won't stop your destiny. Let them whisper. It won't change your worth. Let them walk away. It won't weaken your assignment. The truth is, you're too chosen to be canceled, too anointed to be ignored, and too favored to be forgotten. The same God who saw you in the background is preparing to bring you to the forefront. The same grace that kept you through rejection will carry you into promotion. And the same peace that sustained you in hate will lead you into healing. So, lift your head, keep your heart right, and stay focused on what truly matters. Don't waste time explaining yourself to those who never wanted to understand you. Let your growth, your peace, your perseverance, let that be your response. You don't need revenge, you need revelation. You don't need approval. You already have anointing. You don't need to fight for your place. God has already reserved it. So the next time you feel overlooked, unappreciated, or unwanted, just smile and say, "You can skip me if you hate me, because I'm still moving forward." And when you do, you'll rise above the noise, outlast the hate, and step boldly into everything God promised you. Because no amount of hate can stop what heaven has already written about your life. You keep your peace, protect your grace, and stay on your path, because your story isn't over. It's only getting started.